Hello guys. Namaste, Beref, Ndiepi, Sanbonani. Today we have a Samsung motherboard that is turning. Oh wait, it's not turning on. Let's connect this. It's not turning on, and the question is why it's not turning on. Okay, wasn't turning on. Nothing was happening. Question was why this board was not turning on. Anyway, let me zoom close. Okay, we are now close. Okay, what are the steps when fixing a dead motherboard? We do a physical inspection. Okay, and unfortunately there's nothing silly this board. I can't see a thing, a funny thing. I did a physical inspection, but rather did any physical inspection, but do a physical inspection. Just gonna do it. Physical inspection is so important. You have to do a physical inspection. Very important. Okay, after that, what do? You check your charger for the 19 volts, 3.3 or 5 volts. Okay, this is how you check the charger. Take your multimeter, put it into voltage mode, and you check your glue. Put your multimeter on top. See? Yep, let's check. We check. Put one pin there, hold with the other one. Check how much voltage. Stable. 0 volts. Why 0 volts? Nice, can be. $19 volts. Okay, we have the 19 volts. Connect. So we have confirmed that we have the 19 volts. What is the next step? We have to check the first and the second MOSFETs. So let's check the first and the second MOSFET. To do that, let's use a microscope. I want my brother here to see, understand this thing. Okay, I'm gonna remove that. Use the microscope. Okay, you start from the DC in jack. Start from the DC. Okay, this is the charger, the charging pin. From the charging pin, after the DC in jack, you will have the fuse or the coil. Here they used what? They used the coil. They used a coil. Let's say high voltage goes through this board, so this thing here will break, this coil here will break. Okay, prevent what? Any damages on the board. This is a power rail. This is a big 19 volt power rail. You can see it, so you have to follow it. That's your 19 volt. Okay, when you follow it, go through. Oh, wait. Here it goes inside what? The motherboard. Those dots are telling you that the power rail goes through, sinks through the board. So you have to rotate the motherboard, and we can all see that it comes back. Wait. Comes back here. When you flip the board, see those holes again, like that. Now we have to follow this big power rail. This is a power rail. We're following it. It's gonna lead us into what? To first MOSFET. This one, it has a double MOSFET. Let me check this call. Sorry man, can we call you after like 5 minutes, please? Yes, and then okay, after this first and second MOSFET, it leads you straight into what? A current sensor R033. That's where we should check for what? For the 19 volts. And if we do have the 19 volts here, this will mean the entire board will have the 19 volts. So let's see. Yes, anyway, let's connect the charger. Bafo. Bantu return to ngama bet ninda bet. Correct. Itachiwa bet. Yeah, bet. Got the corner any footing now. Yep. Anyway, let's check the current sensor. How many volts do we have? We have the 18.5. This means the entire board has the 18.5. Okay, then what do we check next? We have to check the 3.3 and the 5 volts. Every time after checking the 19 volts, we have to proceed and check the 3.3 and the 5 volts. Okay. Turn on the multimeter. Do we have the 3.3? Do we have the 5 volts? Okay. Anyway, I'm checking the 3.3 and 5 volts here. I'm just assuming, but I'm sure this is the 3.3 and the 5 volts. I believe this one here is for the RAM. This is a power supply for the RAM. Okay, you can see a double MOSFET, a coil, and the smoothing capacitor, the filter capacitor. Even here, these ones here are for the CPU. Then this one maybe for a PCH. Then definitely these two here are for the 5 volts and the 3.3 volts. And we have 0 volts. So what you do, you turn your meter into continuity mode. Now we're on the continuity mode. Check for a short, no short. Turn your multimeter into diode mode. On diode mode, whenever you're checking the output power supplies, you should have 0.200 going upward. 0.300, that's perfectly fine. What about the other side? 0.400, that's perfectly fine. Then what is the issue with the 3.3 and the 5 volts? Let's check underneath side. There should be a chip responsible for the 3.3 and the 5 Okay, this chip here, it says 51125. 51125. 51125. The 51125 is for the 3.3 and the 5 volts. It controls those two double MOSFETs. Ndaba bathi ukusaba bafethu ayikabi mhlawumbe liphele bafethu. Kwenziweni uthi unqabile mfethu omzami nawo umfonela umthinte mfethu umuzi uthini akufonele if ufuna kanjani. Anyway, you say 5, 5, 1, 2, 5. Okay, data sheet. 51125 data sheet. This chip is from Nexus. From Texas Instruments. Let's see. This chip is responsible for the 3.3 and the 5 volts. I believe we have to change that chip. There we go. This is a dually synchronized. Yes, the fact that it says it's a dually, meaning it controls the double MOSFET. Okay. Above or notebook system power. That's the 3.3 and the 5 volts. Let's go into a schematic diagram. There we go. Marshall. Oh yes, bese ngikhulumile nobhuti wakho. Inkinga manje ngiya ngise-Hillcrest yabo, kumele ngibe se-Hillcrest. Then mangiso lapho I'm coming straight back. Barasha. All this guy at this power supply. I have a 3.6 Alright guys, anyway, so what we do, we have seen the chip, what exactly it does. It does the 3.3 and the 5 volts. Let me go back into a schematic and show you. That's a chip, in case you didn't see. It does voltage out, it's 5 volts, and on the other side is 3.3. This chip does everything. Okay, and we have a wait, before I say we have a short, I want to show you something. Okay, this is pin number 1. You can tell by that brownish dot there, it's telling you that that's pin number 1. So if that pin number 1, it means pin number 1, pin number 2 is just pin number 1, pin number 2, 3, 4. Okay, make sure the power cord is disconnected while you are probing like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, yeah, it's got 6 pins each side. Okay, so let's check for a short to ground. Our short. Okay, let's check this capacitor here above. No short. No short. What about here? We have a short. Short. Okay, what about this one? No short. A short of 0.7 ohms. Okay. First, let's confirm if these capacitors are shorted or not. Because sometimes like this one. I'm in focus. We're not missing the third step here. Because if you miss this, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, guys, we have a short here on these capacitors. Both sides is beeping. So to confirm, what we have to do. So since this is pin number one, let's calculate. Or I shall put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or I shall put 7, 8. It's the 8, number 8. So let's go on this on the chip and see what that kept on pin number 8. Okay. As you can see, there's capacitor on pin number 8. That's pin number 8. One side is ground and the other side is not ground, but it's beeping on both sides. Something is wrong. It shouldn't be beeping on both sides. Okay, let's go back. Right, anyway, let's check this one now. Even this one is beeping on both sides. Okay. What about the big one? Even this one as well. Okay, 6, 12, 18, right? Yeah, 18. Pin number 17 and pin number 17, pin number 16. Let's check them. Yeah, you can see capacitor. Okay, we can all see. All right, they shouldn't be doing that. Okay, we have a short. I would say the best way to diagnose this, let's check out the chip and see if we still have a short, but there might be a possibility that the short is coming from where? From the IC. So taking out the IC and injecting the 19 volt will be the best thing. I mean, and injecting the necessary voltages. So let's start by checking down the chip. All right, put one prop to ground. No short anymore, but obvious the other one will beep because it's ground. There is no short anymore. The thing is, we will remove the chip and we remove this. Even here there's no short. Okay, so let's see whether the short is coming from the MOSFETs, I mean from the chip, or it's coming from the capacitors. This is the first one. Let's check them. Let's check this. As you can all see, no shorts. What about this? No shorts. So it means the short is coming from the chip.
Put back is
Yeah. Alright guys, I didn't change those capacitors, the same old caps. Let's just check them. No short. No short. Short is back here. Okay. Let's check the short. Okay guys, this is not good at all. Okay, this is not good at all. This is the power chip. On the power chip, we have a dot there, we have a dot here. This dot just means this is pin number 1, and then here this is pin number 4, of which is ground, and opposite into a dot, this is pin number 8. On pin number 8 we have what? We have a short straight to ground. This won't work at all. Let's do this. I'm 1000% sure. Yazi ke khona box, khona isitsha, there's a box eliphethe amafoni encane nje, I think it's brown or something. A brown box with the phone. There's a brown box with the phones. Avoid lelo nje elami straight but. Elincane nje ngaka. Ngaka. Phones phakathi. Alright guys, I've removed the CPU. Elinye iqondile Chạy lớn từng bó. Fuck Windows. Você prepare, né? Zokwenza la manje nasi isikhwama sami la. Nayi fuck Windows bani? Yabani yakho. Ifile. Are you keeping any information noma? Are you keeping any information noma uzofuna sana? Because bengifuna ukuthi nginisize lapha yabo. Ninenzele yona yes. Ngifuna nginiwaphele yona yonke. By just connecting it la kwi-PC. Bathe on. Okay. This is a problem. Big problem. What's on the 3.3? On the 3.3. No sé qué pasa. Una pelucha. Ya, ngiyaza manje nami ngibona lo ukuthi kumele ngibheke mina. Let's charge it. Yeah, we go. Relax. Let's do the training first. More important. What time? The time you realize will be. I've got. I give it to you. Then connect. Good. Because if the phones are not are left uncharged for a long time, depends. Ah. Well, what's happening if the battery won't charge it. Now we have to push it. Once it's too low, phone will think the battery. Otherwise, if you listen for a long time. I think I should just this. I'm saying if it's not charging here, I'm gonna post. Some phones, if the battery is too low, they will think the battery. For now, let's try it with the phone. And
Testing.
yeah, but it's working 100%. The screen was broken. It was white when I bought the screen. Kanjani? Ufike leyo yaphila oyakho leyo. I see. Next one. Don't be. Next border on. The problem is this. Shit! Instead of cheap, come on. Instead of cheap. Touch it. Touch it, it's spelling. Touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it. Can you see it's spelling, bro? Ah, come on, man. You should be able to see. Instead of cheap spelling. This oil is spelling. Anyway, guys, the startup cheap. I'm telling you, man, spending, man, spends me. Yo. Problem with this board is the startup cheap, so that's why the 3.3 is shorted there because of what? Of this guy here. He's called me. Touch it, man. Feel it, man. Oh man. Worst part, I didn't inject even 3.3. I injected 2 volts, and it's getting extremely hot. Anyway, let's take it down and see whether the shot will be gone or not. Okay, let me show you this one more time. Okay, when you turn on your multimeter into beeping mode, right, and you check pin number 8 on the BIOS, you get what? Shots. The BIOS is something like this. You have a dot there. Opposite to a dot is the VCC, it's pin number 8. That's where the 3.3 will be going into the BIOS chip to power on the BIOS chip. But in this case, we have a short on that pin, and when I injected the 2 volts on that pin number 8 on the BIOS, This was getting extremely hot, the startup chip. So we have to check down the startup chip and then check again whether we still have a short on the 3.3 or not.
You. No, no, you can have it. What is this? From who to? Coming from who? Where is the thing? Where? Coming from Shaman Singh. Or it's coming from Shaman Singh. No, I think it's going to for Shaman Singh. No, it's not. Let's talk what? him to charge it. Continue, my friend.
Original.
In Victoria, they are around like 2K, 3K, 4K.
Those ones are they from
I'm from Refab.
Yeah.
So when you still in Refab,
Yeah.
are you fucking serious?
Glass on them. Not like one where you walk into side.
But even Samsung, huh? They don't have the one from factory. That just exactly. They don't have. I know they don't have. I just mess around with people. They don't have. Yes.
No, they got Samsung in we had Samsung Nadi right? Samsung in Amslanga.
Nah, they're lying. They don't have.
How when I bought the original screen?
How did you confirm it was original?
Oh, from
How did you
from the
confirm it?
grade of the screen and the plastics and
But how do you know that the Samsung factory they give such package? What are you from Samsung? Yeah, don't give out. April started last year saying from now on they will be selling
Yes.
the original. Imagine all these years people thought they were buying the original screen from the iStore, only to find that they were not. Until last year, April said, okay, fine, take our screen. They are fucking expensive. So even Samsung, it's not fake. That's not fake. I'm telling you, it's not. I can bet my life it's not. Don't say. You know why? Because Samsung. Yeah. Very good. Okay, guys, cameraman. Now we have removed the startup chip. The startup chip is out. Turn on the multimeter. Check on pin number 8. There is no shorts anymore. Okay, there is no shorts anymore. But the problem is we have to find the startup chip, exactly the same startup chip from the exactly the same motherboard. Otherwise, it won't work. That's the problem now we are facing. If you didn't see the step. In the shop. Alright, anyway guys, I'm gonna check for the original startup chip. If not, we will continue with this repair, but I hope you learned something. This was very interesting and very tricky. Anyway, there's so much steps here. I'll see you next time.